Hey friends, on today's video, I'm going to quickly show you how to make a bar graph here within Microsoft Excel. It's really easy. Let's do it right now. Okay, so as you can see, I'm starting out with a really simple spreadsheet here with some names of our sales associates and some monetary data associated with the number of sales they've done. And what I want to do is just display this visually so we can really get a good idea of how people are stacking up against each other. So the best way to do that is to do a bar graph. And that way it will allow those bars to be placed next to each other so that we can really kind of get a good visual. Now, what we're going to first do is we're going to select the data that we want to incorporate into our bar graph. So what I'm going to do is actually select all of the top row headers as well as all my information. And this is going to give Excel a really good opportunity to best display what it thinks you want to see. So once we have our information highlighted, we can come up here to our Insert menu, and then we can come over here to this area where we have all sorts of chart options. Remember, you can always click on this recommended chart, and it'll actually give you a bunch of different data that it can automatically display. So you can go ahead and select one of these, or we can just come over here and we can click on this little bar graph icon. And this is going to give us some good columns that will stack up and down next to each other. I like to use the 3D version. So let's go ahead and click on that. And as you can see, Microsoft Excel has automatically populated this with what it thinks you want to see. Now this data for us is going to need to be manipulated just a little bit, but it's kind of good to see what happens via default. So the first thing I'm going to do is hover over this chart. I'm actually just going to move it by clicking it and dragging it over to the area where I want it. Remember, you can always grab one of these corners and you can drag this out so we can see it better, make things just a little bit larger. Okay, now what I really care about seeing is the name of our associates and the total sales. Now remember, you can really mix and match this as much as you want to show your specific graph, but those are the two items that I really want to show. So I do like how we have the name and the dates down here at the bottom, but I want to adjust the total sales amount. I don't want to include all this other information just because it's different data. So what I can do is I can actually come up here. Then what I'm going to do is click and hold, and I'm actually going to drag this over, and so it's only associated with this last column here. Now as soon as I let go, you can see it automatically updates here. So now all we are seeing is the sales associate and their total sales. So again, there are some ways for adjusting this data, like maybe you want to see number of sales. In that case, again, just click on your graph and you can move this box back over so that it just encompasses the number of sales. Again, remember that this red box is going to give you your title up here. So you need to make sure that is placed over the specific name and label that you want as well. Friends, again, that's super basic. You can get really creative with this stuff, and I hope this tutorial has helped give you an idea of what's possible. If it has helped, hit that thumbs up button. Lets us know we're making good videos. And stay tuned because we're making a really big series on Excel tutorials right now. Those videos are going to be released here in the near future, and we will see you again on the next one. Thanks so much for watching.